On pretty much every Army installation, they have what is called a PX, and that stands for Post Exchange. They have multiple PXs, you know, usually there's a main PX, and that's mainly what I'm talking about here is the main PX. Now, actually, the largest PX that we have in the Army is at Fort Bliss, I believe, in Texas. So that is the largest one. They have like a bunch of stuff inside that one. They got full-on restaurants, they got a Dollar Tree, they got all sorts of stuff at that one at Denny's. But the common ones, you're gonna have this building, right? And then when you go inside that building, you're gonna see a couple of things. You're gonna see multiple little shops and kiosks, you're gonna have a food court, and then you have the main PX area of that building. So those little shops could be like a Starbucks, could be like a GameStop, could be some kind of military memorabilia, all those kind of things, and those little kiosks with different items they're selling. Then you have a food court that obviously is going to have Burger King since they have a contract with the Army. You're gonna have maybe a Subway, maybe other little food places that you would expect from like a food court. Now, anybody can utilize that. Those little shops or that food court, you don't have to be military to be able to utilize those. But the main PX area, you do have to be military to be able to purchase stuff from there. You can go inside there, and it's not until you check out they're gonna ask to see an ID. So inside that main PX area, you're gonna have like clothing, they're gonna have like sporting goods, they're gonna have electronics, a few common food stuff, nothing to be able to do like actual grocery shopping from, but they're gonna have a few common stuff. They actually sell like rifles and pistols, so some people like to utilize that. But one of the big advantages that people like about shopping at the PX is you don't pay tax. So if you're buying a TV, you're buying a rifle, you're buying whatever the case might be, they don't add sales tax onto that item. So you just pay flat out what that says, and that's it, right? So that kind of makes it a little bit cheaper sometimes compared to like going to Walmart. Now, when an individual, you know, gets an item from there and they go to the checkout stand, and the clerk is going to ask to see a military ID. So they have to present either a military ID, a spouse ID, a retiree's ID, something along those lines. You can't just use a regular contractor ID to be able to purchase stuff from the PX. So that's a PX.